Hi there, Sol here, your performance optimizer. I want to send you today's Performance Edge Weekly Wisdom. Powerful, powerful, powerful. I want to share with you. First of all, I'm just in awe, and hopefully you can look around me. And I want to just share that with you, and I want to share this moment with you. And I'm just busy inspired, and I want to send you that weekly Performance Edge Weekly Wisdom. I think that's going to it's really. So today's topic is how to seize control in order to take charge. So in other words, how to seize to control in order to take control, right? But really, it's a play of word, but it's really powerful, and I'm sure you're gonna benefit from it. Hey, here is a tip for today, right? This consciousness, I'm sure and this tip is gonna allow you to move from great to awesome, right? You probably heard all about the book From Good to Great from Jim Collins, right? Where I describe how you can move from good to great, right? Which is all good. But what I want to share here in this video, how the masters of the world take it from great to awesome. Awesome is what? Is this awe? Is this wonder, right? You see this powerful, this is a Grand Canyon, basically, by the way, right? And as you can see, I'm just in awe, right? And hopefully you can see around. Just want you to have a look at that magnificence, right? And that's why I want to share this weekly Edge video with you, right? It's really, really how you take your performance from great to awesome, right? From great to wonderful, right? So people talk about good to great, it's good, but how do you take it from great to awesome, right? Like I'm in awe right now looking at this. Hopefully you can feel that, right? You can feel it and you can see it. That beauty, you can see that, right? And that awe, it's all of us. It's in you, it's in me, it's in all of us. But why is that in our daily performance we cannot take it? But we've all seen this, right? And that's what I want to share today. So we've all seen all the greatest of the great, right? If you're in athletic, right, you're Jordan, all right, basketball, all the greatest, right? In soccer, Pele, wherever it is, right? And in business, we've seen really some great businessmen, right? So, or relationship. So really, I'm going to share quickly a quick tip that's going to allow you to take, your performance from great to awesome. So that is this tip. Is really how to stop being controlling in order to take control. Yes, I'm going to repeat. How to stop being controlling in order to take control of your performance. What do I mean by that? To go from good to great, what are we using? We're using our cognitive mind, right? Cognitive mind basically, which is, right, we look at the differential, we differentiate things, right? Okay, if it's A, X plus Y, right? So we use the cognitive mind, the rational mind to kind of really dissect, differentiate, compare, right? That's what allow us competition. That's what competition is, right? From good to great. But guess what? To go from great to awesome, you got to use a different consciousness, and that's what I call, it's high consciousness. It's basically using that. It's a holistic mind consciousness you use, and if you think about it, that's talking about the quantum door. You heard me talk about quantum door. This is how you move from being in that stuckness, in that rigidity, to basically to flow, right? And flow, all the great, if you think about it, all the greatest performance in the world, whether it's in sport, in business, wherever it is, in relationship, they've all been attained at a state of flow, right? And you got to move from that rigidity, that conscious, basically that cognitive mind, to that flow mind, right? And how do you do that? That's how you let go of the control. That cognitive mind is important, right? It's important for the lowest function, right? But this is what happens. In order to differentiate yourself, that's what I always say, right? You probably have seen some of my quote. The greatest competitive tool is creation, right? And that happened where? When in that flow, in that holistic mind, right? So the greatest competition tool is creation, right? And that's what happened. And you're in that creation when you connect to the field. Literally, when you connect to the field, right? Because in that mind, right? You're in that quantum flow that I'm talking about, right? You're in that dough, because in that field, you connected and everything basically is there, right? That's how creation. You think about even people that invented, light bulb and all that. You hear that they say that they went into that state of mind where the mind is loose in such a way that it's not rigid anymore. Why is that? And here is a secret. You ready? The secret is this. Because when you're in that cognitive mind, you are fixed, you are rigid, you have expectation, right? So whatever is going to come out of it, it's coming from something right? But here is a secret. All the possibilities that you already have in your life are in the unknown. You see that? Can you see that? I hope you can see it. That's really a secret. Because really it's in the unknown that all the possibilities new in your life are created. So what that means is when you're in that image, in what you're expecting, this is how I want things to go, right? This is because you fixated. So you already know the outcome. But if you want to take yourself from that great to that wonderful, to that awesome, you got to basically yield and let go that control. And what you do, it's integration, right? And at that level, using all aspects, right? The body, the mind, and basically, right? And the spirit and everything, right? So at that level, it's integration. And that's how you move from basically being stuck, being in an image, in an expectation, to taking your performance to the next level, right? So it's really that. It's, I can explain more, but, really, I just want to send you this, right? Because I'm in awe here. And that's really what I want to share. It's like, you got to cease to control in order to take control. Got it? So that's really what I want to share today, right? So in a way, I can put it in a different way. So you got to cease to be controlling in order really to master, to be masterful, right? And this is what happened, because when you reach that level, you understand that beauty that I'm sharing here, you understand that beauty takes over, right? And I'm sure you've seen all the greatest performance. There is that part that's graceful. That's why we are in awe, right? You look at the Olympics, when look at the athletes, how they supersede themselves, right? Because they tap into that field. That's what's exciting. And so that's really how you go from basically, so good to great is okay, but I'm sure you have it in you and you understand what I mean. So how do you go from great to awesome? It's basically, you got to tap into that high consciousness, right? That holistic mind, which combine all three, right? And that's what the quantum dot teaches people, and that teach you, right? But really, I really want to send you this from big, beautiful area here, Grand Canyon. And I really thought about you. I want to share this, right? So that's a Performance Edge, weekly wisdom, right? This week, right? Cease to control in order to take charge. Cease to control in order to take control, right? Because when you cease to control, when you stop being controlling, you tap into that field, right? And in fact, let me just share something quickly with you. I don't want to go longer, right? Think about this. Because when you're trying to be controlling, isn't there a fear in you? There is a fear, right? That because this is the way things have always been. You want to stay in control, right? Otherwise, why would you want to control? It's because there's a part of you that's scared, that's kind of fearful of it. So that's what I want to share with you from the Grand Canyon. This is North Rim, and I really want to send that to you so that that awe, that awesomeness, so you can see that, so you can feel it. I mean, word cannot describe this, right? And you have it in you. And that's what I really want to share. So, till next time, live your truth, all right? That was this week Performance Wisdom Edge. Bye.